Hi there. So, where did we leave off? How can you find comfort, right? You need to connect with your direct circumstances. I love how he sits beside me while I do this. So, calming and tranquil space. First, paint clearly in your mind of what you want. Come in direct contact with the earth. So, I know it absorbs healing for sure. I know that you regenerate, your natural environment, yourself. Soft, supportive services focus on your breath, and light, and your light from within. I definitely have connected with that, nurturing yourself. Whenever you're feeling anxious, or worried or stressed, one of the big things I want to share with you that helps is for me to get outside. I call out to God, hey, I need to see you. It makes my my day brighter. And, I get into the grass, even though I'm, get itchy and stuff. But barefoot walking in the grass. Someone once told me, foot therapy at the beach, which definitely is feet in the sand. But in the grass, though, is chill. You get the moist, you get the earth, you get the fresh air, you get the sunlight, So you practice your breathing and you get in a place where it's peaceful, and you're surrendering, within to your natural environment that always, surrounds all of us. All we have to do basically is go seek it. So, you got to nurture the relationship with your own body, though, too. Turn your attention less to your head space, right? More to your heart space. So you got to, all this that's here, and it's even being anxious at times, and you're panicked, and you're stressed, and you're like overwhelmed. One of the big things you got to start to learn how to do is to pull back from that and go here. Find your center. Feel your heart space. Feel your breath. It, you begin to heal yourself from, many, many things. As long as you're ready for the healing, to be healthy, to be well, to be whole, what belongs to your well-being, your support and your care, your nourishment, what feels more authentic. Do unto others as you want, done to you. Yes. But also, how are you treating yourself at this moment? What is it that you're eating? Are you drinking a lot of water? Are you getting the exercise? Are you getting the fresh air? Are you paying attention to your symptoms? Do you know your own body, really well, and what works for you and your body and what doesn't, right? So the biggest thing to do, the biggest moment for yourself is forgive, right? Forgive anyone and anything, and yourself too, right? Let it go. Funny, I think about Whittle. She was right at the point where she was just learning to get steady on her feet, with walking, and the movie Frozen came out, and I used to love. It's so funny because it's such a cliche, but really you can, put that perspective in your life. You go to the Disney movie, anyone really, and there is a woman, there is a man, both like strong characters and how they, looked at life and overcame, any obstacle. But she used to put her hands out, and she was so like wobbly, right? And she used to spin in circles, let it go, let it go. And I used to go, turn around. And she would just spin, let it go, let it go. And it's funny that came to mind, her spinning and singing. And what's hilarious is we got to the point where I was like, we're going to be able to probably finally let it go with the movie, right? After 2 years, how much she loved it. But what do you know? Right when we're on that verge, Frozen 2 came out, and I'm going, yay! We're going to go another 2 years with Frozen. She had everything Frozen in that movie, and Moana. Moana and Frozen. She must have watched it a million times. Had all the dolls, whatever. I'm sure, many people. Anyway, so, it's time. My point is, it's time, to prepare mentally. Go there. Go there to the let it go. Go to your mind where you need to make an entire paradigm shift for your heart, for your mind, for your soul, for your spiritual, your emotional, your physical, your well-being. Let it happen. Your personality will flourish from the healing, as you can see. I'm just so giddy and happy, and I want so many people, to get there. Life is just so much easier. You definitely flourish more after healing. But realize your belief system needs to change. Certainly, if you're finding yourself, unhappy, then that means you're denying yourself it intentionally to be happy. So, I think about the message he gave me when he said something along the lines of, be obedient, surrender to my will. So, I know I was worried too about thinking, I wasn't honoring my mom, but then he also was giving messages that your testimony, you've earned it, as long as you stick to the truth and you do it in a format that's, appropriate. So it's in my profound book moments, for sure. And so this is like my platform, to share my truth. So I know I've asked him for forgiveness if I was, breaking the commitment at any time. But I know he knows, and giving me direct messages that, it's my testimony, it's my truth. So, but the point was where it was like, receive your new way of life. Let it change your mind. Know God wants you to have it. He doesn't want it to have you. Whatever it is, that you're going through or whatever's going on. One of the most intimate things he ever said to me was, I am foolishly fond of you. And I said, foolishly fond? You're God. How can you be foolishly fond of anyone? He said, do you know how rare it is to find someone that has such a pure heart, especially after facing so much grief? It's also hard to find such a forgiving and unconditionally loving person, especially after overcoming, so much betrayal. Even free will, though. He said, you're making the conscious choice, even to do my will. So I thought, well, I want to honor and obey you like you want me to, and I want to be a good person. He says you choose to be in all of these things. And I said, well, yeah, it's because I want more people to be like that. I want more people to experience that, yes, you have a testimony, but like he was saying, he wants you to have it, but he doesn't want it to have you, right? Like, share your truth, but don't continue to live, especially when you know it's the truth, when you know the circumstances, the environment of which, inflicted the trauma. So, he says, when you get to that point, my favor, my child, is upon you, even this day. You continue to be the blessing, and then you will receive the blessings. I will multiply what you give for you to receive, because I know I can trust you. God says he wants us to be humble, and he wants us to be grateful. I choose to be and remain of good fruits. I want more of that in this world, truly. There's so much going on bad in the world. You know, I want to see and encourage, you know, the brighter, the better. I feel like it gives back, you know, so much to the earth in a positive way, you know, when so many people are healing and choosing to be, you know, forgiving and loving and encouraging. We have a healthier society, you know, we have healthier human beings. He was telling me, because I've, you know, recovered so much, even, you know, medically. And he says, this is what your health and prosperity in your life is for, so you can share it with others. So I'm like, when I keep getting messages, it's like a lot. If I don't do, you know, videos for a couple of days, he really starts to, you know, nudge, you know, message. And I'm like, trying to understand. I'm like, you want me to? You want me to do this? And he's like, yes. You know, go from bitter to breakthrough. And then share your lessons, my child. Share your lessons. He says, I need you to switch from scarcity mindset to an abundant mindset. He says, your projects will be successful. You are working hard on multiple things for yourself and all of your family and the generations to come. I will see to it that all your dreams come true. I need you to have faith in me. Trust me. And it, you know, if it's my will, and you're doing my will, right? And it's because I have earned my testimony, the justice, the promotion. But I want you guys, you know, to get that too. And he says, I am given the ability to tell my truth and make an impact. I am a leader. I face convictions as often as necessary, straight away. I take accountability. You know, I don't delay, but I know many others do, especially to take, you know, accountability. I usually don't make it my business when someone is doing something wrong, unless, of course, you know, it's directly affecting me or one of my children, right? So, but truly, I want you guys to know, I wish to be the change or the example, you know, of what we want to see in the world. You know, he tells me, what did he say the other day? Really specific, I even wrote it down. He said, don't stay confused, get unstuck. He says, when no one believes in you, believe in yourself and trust, you know, in him, in God. Give the concerns, fears, and distractions to me, he tells me. Hand them over. For they are not yours. They are mine. They belong to me. I will take your cares, and you will take my glory. Cast all your cares upon me, because I am caring for you. You are not a carrier of burdens and falseness. You know, I didn't get this from anywhere but, you know, him. And he says, when he tells me, you know, you're the carrier of glory. Choose a glory perception. He tells me, not a fear perception, a glory perception. You know, it's your mindset. You got to change your way of thinking. But really adamantly, he's been saying, step into what I've called you to do. Just because there are questions doesn't mean you don't have marching orders. And I'm going, wow, you really want me to share this? He's monetized on your lessons, my child. Okay. When we are in agreement with the yes and the amens, this is also what he told me. He said, when you are in agreement with the yeses and the amens, there is unity, and the commanded blessings manifest in your life. You are a conduit of blessings to everyone you come in contact with. So it's just wanting so much to be in that. I see I'm just sitting there. I'm just so grateful and humbled to, you know, everything that now is beginning to happen. You know, and I realize he's right about a lot of things. And when you stop and you know, take a look and start to do the work, it all begins, you know, to make sense to you too. So, all right. Well, you guys have a good day. Talk to you soon, okay? Bye.